Yeah?
Warriors. In this first episode, I travel to Tanzania, meet some of the brightest young African scientists, and finally attempt the journey from Dar es Salaam across Tanzania to Malawi. My journey began, as so many do.
Anyway, I'm here in Heathrow. It's now some ungodly hour. That in the background, that's my plane. Seems smaller than I would have liked, but I wasn't really asked.
And finally, after a mere 12 hours flying, I arrived in Tanzania.
Hello, I'm here in Dar es Salaam, the huge, sprawling metropolis that sits on the eastern coast of Africa. What I've come here to do is to find out how people do science in such an inhospitable climate. I'm not talking about this beautiful sunny day, of course. Is there any problem with corruption, transportation, with the problems of endemic poverty? What it really is science in the wild. It's part of this huge, fantastic continent that is Africa. And it's here, the University of Dar es Salaam, that scientists have gathered from all over Africa to take part in courses run by European scientists.
Blue, banana, red, orange.
Yes.
So what did these talented African researchers have to say about science in Africa?
Science education in Africa, as generally known, is struggling.
When it comes to just basic research, like I'm learning now, it's not all that.
I teach physiology, and it's a difficult task really to get the students to like physiology.
The general opinion, according to the students, seems to be that science is in a parlous state in Africa. But it seems clear that with support from the international scientific community, this could all begin to change. But this is in Dar es Salaam, a major global city with great facilities and amenities. I wanted to see science in the wild. And that's where the next step in my journey was going to take me, to Legionnaire National Park in Malawi. But I had a problem. I had to get to Lilongwe, the capital of Malawi, in 3 days, or I'd miss meeting Emma Stone, who was going to take me to the research centre in Legionnaire National Park. And I had to do it on a budget. Dusk is falling on this sprawling city that you can see behind me, and I am about to go off to meet a man about a dog. More specifically, a man I met on the bus called Seraphine about a dog, which is in fact a motorbike. Seraphine picked me up from the hotel, and we biked for an hour into the outskirts of Dar es Salaam. We arrived in the middle of a power outage to find my bike being given some final repairs, but basically good to go. After all, who needs headlights anyway? Well, I've just got back from a fairly hair-raising ride through nighttime Dar es Salaam. Not only is the road going to be filled with very, very fast buses, but also I think my road takes me through a national park, which may have wildlife, will have wildlife, otherwise it probably wouldn't be a national park. But before I left, there was one man who I was desperately keen to talk to. A scientist who had actually come from the country I was hoping to finally reach.
I am Gideon Bongo, Yala from Congo. Congo is good, but you know the many problems that we have. We are causing many problems since our independence, and also our education level is balanced. Really, we don't have any model standards as other international countries. When I even heard about the school, I hesitated to apply. I say, will they accept somebody from Congo? But say no, try. And I tried, I was selected.
Gideon went on to say some of the most moving things I've heard about being a scientist in Africa, and later in the series, when I finally reach the Congo, we will return to what he told me. But right now, all I could think about was the journey ahead. I got up this morning.
So the sounds you can hear are hundreds and hundreds of coaches and lorries, all travelling at astronomical speed down this huge straight highway. It's a little hairy in places, otherwise not so bad. So a fun thing happened to me just now. I got a flat tyre 5 kilometres from the exit of a safari park, and then I got saved by some blokes in a rig. That would have been really, really bad.
just made it to Iringu before sunset. I bit off more than I could possibly chew there. So it's back to buses.
I'm a Legionnaire.
In the next episode, I go looking for hyenas in Luwande. I talk to Emma Stone about working in the field in Africa.
I just feel I'm really making a difference.
And I go swimming in the beautiful but infested Lake Malawi. And give myself little hearts here.
Lacking my joie de vivre, missing my gay parade.